Kushe and Cabo. Today na Friday, the 4th December 2020. Now so I will welcome you to the last edition of For This Week Morning Tea program where they come to you live on KONIMA Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown, 91.1 FM na Bo, 89.0 FM na Makeni, and 88.5 FM na Kenema. Same way so they broadcast live on KONIMA Television, on ITV channel 72, and same way so we broadcast live on Facebook, now with Facebook page and YouTube. Members say Morning Tea na program where they bring come to you news, views, comments, analysis, and baku other things them where they happen all about the country. Me where they tamba on the program today, my name na KONIMA-STEVENS. We send stock for today say plantain and banana price no go ever be one a market because they're not all the same, but all where they fiber. And this comes out from Patrick Vandy. But some banana they can be go, even though some plantain and they say working with. But anyways, the fiber but the price they not can be one. Because people can pay more money for plantain than banana. Inside the program today, we gonna know but the commissioning where the government of Salon don't do with regards the National Strategic Plan document for 2021 to 2025 in order for end HIV and AIDS at the country. We say we so gonna know but the Talkway President Julius Maada Bio give for them disabled people them yesterday. This and Baku other story there for you in lineup, and we guests in the studio we can talk to you. But for remember say you can add the voice to the program. You can send the number, you can send text to the number 079-920-500. This na Morning Tea. As I tell you, the program where they watch the Morning Tea and they come to you from within my radio network 92.5 FM inside Freetown and with other frequency them all about the country. And we there on we Facebook and we YouTube. Before we start the program proper one, we sorry for we start late for you where they listen on the radio and you where they watch we on Facebook with a big party where we start late we get small technical problem. Make we bring come to you we look at use where Odra Nyambe Sano Dua.
The Commissioner General for National Revenue Authority, Dr. Samuel Gibao, don say MRO they target 6.3 million as revenue authority inside 2021. He talked this for 3 days board management retreat. USA he continue for talk say 2021 will be the year we go take them to them 20% gross domestic product. He say from 2018, MRO don't improve on revenue collection and it not ever happen before. Even though the corona done at the country and up till now, then still they continue to maintain a good revenue collection. And currently, then targets now 5.3 or 4 trillion and they're able to meet them target. Because the institution accepts say corona sick not only gets negative impact for our body business but also for the economy. He say the corona sick still they affect the tourism sector but when they do them best for collect revenue for the government. President Julius Maada Bio don say the Kenema Network Rehabilitation Expansion Project go help for reduce poverty and go create impact at the New Direction Human Capital Development flagship program. He say access to energy go improve book learning business in the country, especially in the rural area, because it go help them with information and communication facility and learning new skills them. The First Lady, Madam Fatima Bio, don say the new constructed hill station markets na the community people and get them and not to party supporter than own. A call on the market woman them for always look after them picking them and make sure say they not allow them for join hand with bad party them. E same way so talk say every business woman get right to the market project, and he call on the Honorable Benjamin for try and win the heart and mind of the community people them before he avoid them because of politics. You will listen to local news now na term for news but other country them. According to BBC report, Swedish police don't arrest one old woman we don't suspect say he keeping boy picking na house for up to 3 decades. It denied even after the boy picking in question, we don't old 40 years now, then find a wound all over him body. One family member na infant the man Sunday after the mama sick and go hospital. He presently they undergo surgery in a hospital for a wound them. Police don't seal the apartments for conducting investigation, and then they look for witness them as then they try for put together waiting really be happen. The woman wey old 70 years for then a police custody till the investigation they continue. If them find am guilty of waiting with man called false imprisonment, police say he go face up to 10 years na jail. According to BBC report, plenty people will run away come out na Ethiopia because of the fet they suffer for food business. Because of this, the UN and UNHCR they call for help because the people them say even communication business don't block. About 100,000 refugees don't run away because of the politics and by forced military service. As all this they be, the UNHCR they call for protect all the civilians them in the country. That news will come to you from Reading My Media with me, Odraniambe Sano.
We dey carry the program go before. As a way for tap HIV and AIDS in the country, the Ministry of Information and Communication be don host the National HIV and AIDS Secretariat for give updates to journalists them for the National HIV and AIDS Strategic Plan for 2021 to 2025. For no more about this, we reporter Andrea Mayama Sise being the part of the program and he bring this.
The way how HIV don't increase now the country don't draw the attention of the public of Salone. Now the Ministry of Information and Communication daily press briefing where they be host the National HIV/AIDS Secretariat for discuss on the increase of HIV and waiting that a strategic plan where they don't put in place for this HIV and AIDS done inside Salone. The Director General for the National HIV/AIDS Secretariat, Abdul Rahman Sise, where he will do in presentation, been talk how HIV and AIDS done the increase in the country and waiting the government need for put in place for Sise Salone free from HIV and AIDS.
Our secretariat was established in 2002 as a government subvented agency with a mission to provide policy and strategic framework for mobilizing and coordinating resources for the prevention of HIV transmission, provision of treatment care and support to the infected and affected people in Sierra Leone, provide policy and strategic framework. The policy and strategic framework is there, which is the National HIV and AIDS policy. The strategic framework is the NSP, and that strategic framework that we use to mobilize resources, because that is the guiding outline for the prevention of HIV and AIDS. Our vision actually is to coordinate the national response towards making HIV a non-public health and development problem. That is the focus.
It can on for same. The one that were mostly can affected na woman then from age 15 to 49 as 2.2% now they affected compared to man them when a 1.1%.
But how are we in the country? You know, very recently the DHS was published. That is the Demographic and Health Survey for the country. And the DHS estimated the prevalence of 1.7% among the population. And for women it is 2.2, and for men it is 1.1%. And with this data, it tells you the feminization of the epidemic, meaning that the prevalence rate is higher among women than men. So obviously, it means we have to do something. And when you look at the various age categories, it tells you that all along the various age categories, I think it is women, except for the let me say, the 5 upwards, worrying the men take the lead. But for all other age groups, you actually see that it's higher among women. So that tells you that the epidemic that we are dealing with is definitely feminized. The burden is felt more by women. And we have an estimated number of 78,067 people living with HIV in Sierra Leone. That is a spectrum projection, which we normally do to actually tell you for planning. And but when you look at the prevalence rate, we also have a particular group that we refer to as populations. And the key populations are female sex workers, clients of sex workers, men having sex with men, people who inject drugs, prisoners, and transgender male to female and transgender female to male. And when you look at this prevalence rate, it tells you that our epidemic is concentrated within specific population groups. This was a study that we did to actually determine, because you need to put in your resources, you need to put in your efforts where new infections are coming from.
For Ridima Media, Andrela Mayama Sise, the report.
We continue with the program. The Students' Union Government of Fabric College, IPAM and Commerce don't hold one day talk for SECA, the Academic Staff Association, and strike action. We don't put all exams on the university them on hold. For no more about waiting being carried on there, we all reporter Shirley Williams being present and gonna report.
On Monday, 23rd November 2020, the Frobe College, the Institute of Public Administration and Management, the College of Medicine and Allied Health Science, where they under the University of Sierra Leone, go on an academic staff association strike action, where them be say government for look inside 3 things them. Therefore, sign agreements for payment of agreed 100% salary adjustment so that they go get enough money after them cut the taxes them and other thing them. 2. Them forgive the staff compensation. 3. Therefore, pay all within the University of Sierra Leone or to each ASA member na each of the colleges them. The University of Sierra Leone, the Academic Staff of Association, be talk say them go get meeting Tuesday 1st December so that they go come to agreement. But this meeting not be all as them be push them to Friday 4th December. Now for sake of this, make the student union governance for each of them university then be get meeting Wednesday 2nd December. The presidents then be voice out them fear and the challenges them with them be done they face.
So one of the hallmark of true leadership is someone to rise up to his responsibility. And that is not what we are seeing from the Minister of Education. And we are actually putting the Minister of Education on the spotlight because we want them to act. The idea of him saying that they do not have any MOU with ASA, it's actually undone. Because it's like you are a father of an house and your children have problem. And you are saying, you are not the one responsible. But are your children. You are responsible in order to take care of them. You are responsible in order to employ them. You are responsible for their welfare.
It is a very serious concern. Now, they are practicing economic strike. As for all the students, I'm begging all the heads of campuses. Please, if we are doing a strike, let us go with sympathy strike. We sympathize with the ASA because they are not serious. We sympathize with the administration. We sympathize with the minister because the minister himself doesn't have any idea of how to behave.
We're not going to tell the minister how to behave. Yeah, we are going to state what we feel. But it's not in our place to tell that man how we should behave or even dictate his pace of doing things. Now we are going to now seek our own interest. What are we going to do? Are we going to stage a protest? Yes, we call our students. What we are going to wear? We're there because it is our own interest. They are seeking theirs and we want ours. That's just it. I'm a working student. I pay my own fees. At this particular time, I should be in the province working. But I can't do that because I don't know if I'll be called on or when I'll be called on to take my exams.
The student union body for the 3 colleges, IPAM, FBC in Commerce, be write to the President of Academic Staff Association, Dr. James, they tell am about the challenges them where the students them don't face. Inside the letter, they be continue for say if the ASA no find solution to the strike action, themselves go seek after their own interest by way where they go na street for protest. For Redeemer Media Network, Shirley Williams, the report.
We did carry the program go before, but just in case you want to add a voice, you want to take tea with me this morning, you can do that by way they send text message to the number 079 920 500. If you're out of the country, you want for add a voice to the program, you want contribute, you want suggest, or you want analyze the program, just dial +23279 920 500. The Suitcase na organization where don't they promote art and culture for bring change na the society. This this organization then can always they bring come audition for where they bring come different talents them where young people get across the country, and also for promote salon culture. This morning I get with me in the studio the founder and the chief executive officer, same also in a creative director for Suitcase organization. Her name na Mamadu Chalo. Mamadu Kushen Kabo.
Yeah, good morning.
Alright, let me talk small about Suitcase. Why would I give an Suitcase? What do you mean Suitcase?
Well, Suitcase come about with the idea like a satire of Africa.
Okay.
You know, see, Africa and a whole continent, we made up of so many things, but we're not able to maximize the potential. Like most of the natural resources that we get, you know, human resource, all that thing, and we're not able to make use of them because of bad management and all. So, you know, so when you get Suitcase, you get so many things inside it. You make up, your clothes, you know, trousers, you know, all that thing in there. So the Suitcase, I think in two aspects. Like for example, because we do visual and theater art for unleash positive social change, you know, for change most of the bad things that will happen in society. So we do music, we do stage drama, screen drama, we do cultural traditional dance, and we do poetry, spoken words and all. So all lengthen in the inside one storyline. So now I make a title and the Suitcase. Then most of us the stories them back also we can tell, you know, like just like Africa, where we get all kind of things inside Africa. So Africa now is suitcase for we, you know. So the Suitcase also they represent Africa.
The various cultures.
The various cultures and all.
Alright, so how long will not done they in existence?
Well, we start from last year, January 6, because the first play where we put up for meet up, we come up with the idea and all January 6, because we put up a play, you know, for sensitize people about non-violence and all. So we make we not go back, because most of we tell the war may happen like we small, but like we see certain things. So we put up a particular play, you know, for sensitize people and say we get for thing make we not go back, we don't come out. Because even most of the young people, you know, they be doing election and that thing, they oh fed so this, because most of them not me see what may happen, not feel the bad effects of war and all.
So what kind of culture we want to promote now? Especially with culture then, because wait about with society, we don't get so many cultures that we don't they come, this don't they don't fade out. So which one we want to resurrect?
Well, we want for resurrect the culture of identity, what that would be. Because most of the young people now, we don't they lost with culture. They have for dress, with language, you understand, and you have for eat, you know, with dress code, you know, how for respect to elderly people, and because that's all the parts of our culture, you know, also for go, you know, all that thing, and they have for take care of mama there, or papa them.
So how do I now?
Well, and I made the Suitcase majorly now for young people. You know, now for try for imbibe all them culture and to in their young people, and so they're going to change for understand, you know, we past cultural life and all, and how they for progress. Because they say you culture and identity in your culture. So if you don't know your culture, definitely you are doomed. You don't know side you lead for, you know. So we do all them basic things and they will with food. Culture is all about maybe because most people always say culture, maybe they vision African dance or the other thing there. But you personal life, how we did. Because mind you, like most times, like if they go out of the country for go represent Sierra Leone or go do other thing, they want to see what in Salon get. Go to America, you want to behave like American man. They want to see maybe with dress code, they want to see with language, they want to feel with food, they want to know about the country, with history, all that things are part of the culture.
But sometimes one adage they can say, when you get to Rome, you do as the Romans do.
Well, me not believe in that. I believe in Pan-Africanism. I believe say Africa come first. I believe say Salon come first. I believe say the youths that be priority, and also. So I don't believe say if I go England, if I go behave like how Englishman they don't know. Now now even safe now they plan for put up a particular movie with entitled The Trace, because watch now the people in America they go about this Black Lives Matter, because then we did they're not sure of them trees, they no one come back for sure say them people in them come out, they know what you say about Africa, they just feel say then na America, even then they say they tell them say African American, that means say they still the classes say now yeah you come out. So if you're proud of who you come out, your heritage is very, very important.
Mamadu, for promote the culture, like way you did do now in this youth suitcase organization, how far when I don't go for work with the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs?
Well, we registered with the Sierra Leone Center of the International Theatre Institute, we're an agency under the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, and we work closely. Most of our activities they can come in for see how best they can help we out.
When I get any lined up program or activities when I don't they plan for carry out?
Well, now we come up with the audition, a national audition. We get for do national and international tour. We get for visit so many countries, and next year we don't get try for put and then thing in place. So for do that, we don't want for be biased. So one for give Sierra Leone youths then the opportunity. So we go get varieties of people and win and get the talent we need. So they organize the audition this coming Saturday, December 5th, na Sarah Palms Hotel, for go see how best we can pick out people with talent. We able to do poetry, we able to do dance, music and acting, writing for produce.
Now free or then get for pay?
Well, the not so free, because now 25,000 for the form, because all the people that will get for qualified and get for sign contract, and most of the things that we get for now get for food, the bills, all the things for travel and all. So initially we want for do and free, but like we thought of it, say most people when you do something free they need to take it seriously, and we see now we make an amount. They will see so many people they don't come in for buy the forms, and all man they show interest.
The one them way, let me say the one them we get for go the program. After the program, what do you think say them go learn? What do you think go take home?
Well, I feel they get for learn a lot, because even before we start the audition, we get for do session where they get for talk to them. We don't get prominent people, we get for be parts of the judges. We get for talk to them, like for 10, 15, 20 minutes, about their life, for see how they can change so many things. And then after the audition, I really say so many things and they will then get for learn. Because we have to explain, give them some aspects of our culture and some aspects of our history, all that thing and they.
Alright, and name na Mamadu Jallo, and na the founder and the chief executive officer for Suitcase Organization, and same way so na the creative director. He's still there with we na the program. Continue for stay with we, Mamadu, we dey come back to you. But family, you will watch and you listen to the program. The program na Morning Tea where they come to you on the Redeemer Radio Network, 92.5 FM inside Freetown, and with other frequencies them all about the country, and even out of this country. You watch on Facebook, on YouTube, and on ITV channel 72. We dey push the program go before. In order for fight against corruption in the country, for her initiative done do 1 day mind orientation program for talk to parents them and picking them as way for change their mind. For no more about this, Andrea Maya Masise again.
review of what una can do today.
Today we can talk about the mind reorientation event that we get now today at Tokyo Beach. And I think everybody be happy. I'm happy that indeed we are able to make an impact because a lot of young people in the area as well as the aged. We not only talk to young people, we also need the baby grand because now them some of them now they're not the problem. And some beginners will be there. Now this we happy for because if the message need to go down, we get for beginning at the homes, at the classroom, and even at the universities then. So what we can do purposely, now for let we come renew we mind as Sierra Leoneans then. From there by the way how they think about the country and how we they act as citizens then, we're not good at all. We at the end of the day it they lead for destroy this nation and we not they lead to development at all. So we're happy that we all there today and we get the message and we are set that we all get a role and a responsibility to play in our society for transform the communities and the nation.
Why you decide for make the kind program there on the beach?
Yeah, we decided for do on the beach and we call the theme for this event the mind and nature. We believe say nature gets a lot of impact no matter man in life, especially when it comes to thinking. And the problem how they deal with now is thinking with mentality towards doing the right thing. So we believe say the nature get influence in with behavior as well as the way we think. It will help for influence with thinking and as well give we ability for let we able for be creative. So we believe say coming to the beach, any message we they receive, we go get time for ponder over them and also it will create an impact in our life because after everything a lot of people take home today waiting a call like an action plan or action point coming in 2021 because before they go everybody sets a goal say indeed I get a role for play not only in my life not only in my community but in Sierra Leone as a nation we get.
Finally, somebody will go to watch and listen you what you go on for tell them as young person or older person within a society.
Me family in a salon we all know what's our problem today. We talk about corruption, we talk about integrity, we talk about plenty things that we eat and to wait in our streets, we pack with the then also they go put in a gutter, rain camp, if flood the gutter, people then lost life. Now this not some of the behavior and attitude and where we Sierra Leoneans then get. So today I get encouragement from people now already listen me. Me encouragement at that let we do the right thing. When you know say anything we not good for you, not do them for love if it's other person. Because the Bible say do unto others as you like others to do unto you. And at that day we want practice na salon so that salon go before. Corruption go end, integrity go count because we go get the ability for think rationally and do the right thing.
Plenty thank you to Andrea Mariam Asise for that to we put together. The Evangelical Fellowship of Salon Pan-African Women Alliance don't join hand with Katanya Women's Development Association and the Ministry for Gender and Children's Affairs and host one-day symposium for raise awareness about the role of the church, man and boy picking them in the fight against gender-based violence at community level and country as a whole. We own Cyrus Konobundo being a part of this symposium and he puts this together for you.
Are seriously in order for major state this not come to an end. But when you watch all the women around towns they connect to either church or mosque. And most they are church. And that shows the uniqueness of the church in this fact.
Let the challenge all of us as men to start rethinking and to give the flamboyant speeches and presentation. Get a rethinking and examine yourself. Now so we just the new woman then. How do I be the women that are working with me? Ask yourself that question.
A.M Mambu, Executive Director for Men Engaged for Gender Equality. Before am na been Reverend Kalon, we end statements respectively on how man and boy picking them and the church important for consider so gender-based violence go end na community them and the country as a whole. the issue of gender-based violence, not limited to sexual penetration, sexual harassment, or any form of sexual violence no more, but get for do with anything where somebody go do to the next person where gets the tendency for affect them negatively. This they come physically, sexually, or psychologically, and research don't show say but 33% of women and girl picking them between the age of 16 and 49 don't suffer from gender-based violence all over the world where Salone are part of. This now according to Reverend Musa Fobe, planning, monitoring, evaluation and learning specialist for EFSL. So this one-day symposium with the Evangelical Fellowship of Salone in partnership with Catania Women's Development Association and the Ministry for Gender and Children's Affairs organized on the 7th day of the 16 days of activism, being focused on how the church, man and boy picking them go contribute to the fight against gender-based violence in the country. Goody Sowoni, now the Deputy Director for the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, inside in keynote address, been talk about the ministry in contribution to these 16 days of activism for champion the fight against gender-based violence.
So government as well as the partners there for continue for fund so that we will fight this fight and win it. We also they ask that they want them when they prevent engagement on radio and television, engaging the communities, the key stakeholders, the one the way they perpetrate, all the people they will not continue in this good way. But once they continue in this good way, now make sure say as they respond to them vulnerable set of people there and the community. Now remember say for children with dignity and respect. Now come back and secret, confidentiality, now the key word inside it, not stigmatize.
But waiting the law say concerning gender-based violence crime them and waiting na the assurance say the law not to ward na not no more or waiting bookman and can call barking dogs seldom bite. Detective Sergeant Abdullah Bangura, na the National Crime Officer for Sexual Gender-Based Violence, na Family Support Unit, been gets this for say, but the credibility of the investigation and the way how the laws them active.
How effective the LMA, especially on compromise. The effective, the only problem we get, Sierra Leone and Goku, they don't in law for reports. They got reports, by the end of the day, Western go through a small team. They don't give the police a day for them, they get evidence. And they say the who alleges must prove it. They don't come out and go allege, then when the investigation company goes to them because they don't write or they don't give money, police don't get to wait for the data. But if you stand on the ground, you actually pursue case, you will be able to sell.
Some key stakeholders them after the program being self-get this for say.
The church and community, the community and church. Most churches are in the community. And if we want to preach gospel, we will talk about righteousness, we will talk about holiness, we will talk about all kinds of commitment. And we not able to address the social, the welfare, the physical, and all other aspects of the human being in totality. Then we don't fail as a church.
Most of the time, you see, the churches then don't shy away from issues of the state and just they focus on Bible and the spiritual aspect. But you see from other presenters and they clearly affect the church. And so we set need for come on board as leaders first, understand the concept there and take them down to the church members.
For second morning tea, Cyrus Konobundo.
The Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation, the Municipality of Freetown, UNCDF, and the Freetown City Council don't launch the Freetown Blue Peace Initiative. For no more about this and waiting be involved inside it, Alice Priscilla Yenkisa being co-cover the story, but Andrela Maya Masise being put on together for it.
Most underdeveloped countries them can find it difficult to provide safe, affordable, sustainable water to the residents of them country. That make the Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation, the Municipality of Freetown, Salone, and the United Nations Capital Development will launch the Freetown Blue Peace Initiative. This Freetown Blue Peace Initiative now proceeded and construct reliable water sanitation and hygiene facilities them across Freetown. Her worship the mayor Yvonne Akisoya, where he began in statement, he been talk how Freetown be able for the part of this initiative. What in they be done to do all this time for and transform the municipality of Freetown. wey be make inside this launching, them engage stakeholders and different other people them inside salon and self out of salon in order for make them come together and transform Freetown.
To see P.O. Venhurst's name up on the Zoom link, because he was at the time the deputy head of the Swiss Development Corporation, and we got into a conversation in Marrakesh during the signing of the Global Compact on Migration in December 2018. That conversation sparked the exploration of the possibility of Freetown being included in the Blue Peace Initiative. It was followed by 2 mission trips by members of UNCDF and the Swiss Development Corporation who came to Freetown, met with ourselves. We went up to the dam, Engineer Lahai. I think you were our guide that day. And in February of this year, Manager and myself, head of delivery unit, were in Dakar meeting with colleagues from UNCDF to take this process further.
They carry on for say, and they look forward for make them begin make them public toilets them quick one, and serve them water kiosk them, we go effort develop Freetown and the country as a whole.
And what we look forward to now is the speedy implementation of the construction of the public toilets and the water kiosks, building on the work that MMC has done as part of their project. We are looking at fast tracking, and we engage with MMC for lessons learned. So again, this message of collaboration. We're looking to fast track this because it's happening in the time of COVID. And it really will be an important part of ensuring that we continue to be resilient as a city in the face of this pandemic.
The Council General for Switzerland, when Miss Noemi Schrem, been explain the vision of the Blue Peace Initiative and where go contribute to the development of Freetown.
The COVID-19 pandemic has reminded all of us of the importance of access to safe and secure water. We all know that washing hands is one of the key prevention tools for preventing us from getting COVID. However, this requires secure and sustainable management of water resources at the international level, at the regional, the national, and the local level, which is where this initiative comes in. The vision of the Blue Peace movement is that cooperation around water across borders, sectors, and generations can foster peace, stability, and sustainable development. It embraces a positive vision. The Freetown Blue Peace Initiative represents exactly this kind of cooperation. It unites actors from the international level, from the national and the local level. The Freetown Blue Peace Initiative aims to deliver sustainable access to safe and affordable water. It will contribute to the achievement of 2 goals under the ambitious Transform Freetown agenda and address the city's socio-economic and environmental needs.
This and different other speakers will be the part of the launching, be given statements and be extending gratitude towards this Blue Peace Initiative.
There's infrastructure, also not just the water delivery itself, but the maintenance of the water kiosk. We also have to look at the toilet facilities and all that. You know, there's a lot of vandalism that goes on around here, so we need to monitor and make sure that the taps are repaired on a timely basis. We have to make sure that the pipes themselves are always free and flowing with water. So I will close therefore by congratulating the Freetown City Council's mayor.
For Redeemer Media Network, Andrella Mayamasi said the report.
Alright, welcome back. The program where you watch and you listen RRN Morning Tea, and in the country on Redeemer Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown, and with other frequencies them all about the country, and same way so we there on ITV channel 72, we there on Facebook and on YouTube. Some text messages. This one say Boku thank to the government for way they don't put the plan for tap HIV and AIDS in the country. Say because the sick done the rampant too much. Come out from Abi na Kaningo. This one say, do you make government look inside them students them business as na the future. Then this one, then the policy say again, say President Bio, you priority na education. So look inside the education business stronger one. This one says suitcase na good thing for promote with culture through drama, but una need for be mindful of the cultural content them way una they provide. This other person say Mamadu inside una initiative how una they try for shifter the cultural content like for separate the good practices from the bad one them. The other person say Mamadu for do drama entails skills and knowledge. When I get proper knowledge for go about that act and the one and they were involved in. This one says salon not get drama film school. How una go properly manage knowledge for ensure quality na the dramatic skills then way una get for display. This other one say Mamadu what he gets for be involved in the tour where una get for go do na other country them and now which country them una get for target. Mamadu then text message all almost all of them.
Yes, so I'll try for the one remember I can remember now.
Okay.
So the first one say how they shift with culture. Well, we focus now for promote we way of life. It's not about like maybe the esoteric or other stuff. Then it's like maybe how they dress, we food, you know, we language, you know, we stories them, you know, we historical stories them, you know. We also they try for promote with tourism, you know, what we get. So and most of the things that we do now for positive social change in the minds of young people because we deal purposely with young people. Then the other one now, like say, they forget the expertise for
the knowledge.
You know, well, the suitcase then na 5 different countries. For now, within Ghana, Nigeria, England, and Spain. So, like me, we see that. So me get a whole degree in performing arts from Hull University in England. They will get the other guy who come from Nigeria. Share we self get degree in performing arts from Nigeria. They will get other guy from England also with the part of we. They will get people that we didn't have, so we don't do cultural studies now for big college. Don't go multimaga. We get performing arts diploma and all. So we get other people that we know get people, but then get the experience and get the skills, you know, then just need the empowerment, you know, because me say na me they get the opportunity for travel and all for go study. So people in D we go train the people and then talk about the countries and well for now the plan right now we get 5 countries away we for visit. We start in Nigeria, we Ghana, then we Spain, Poland and Turkey.
So now the one where they qualify when they can go?
Yeah, we go for qualify and yeah, definitely.
After the audition?
After the audition, because we get with judges, they will go for sit down. I make with video everything, you know. So we get the right people. You not have to be biased. Okay, maybe you go out your hand the way you sabi. Me go out your hand the way I sabi. I make a national audition, pick the best, you know.
So how many people am really wanna go for select at the end of the audition?
Well, for now we look out for 50 people them. Even not to all, because we have to get team A and team B, you know, because some people in the way we know how for just discourage other people and some man they not savvy better, but you know still get the potential. So we have to train them and all. Because if you not be part of this travel this term, the other one day by 50 go be part of them, you know. So not to by force for be part of this, just be for train, be focused, you know, believe in God.
So you say 50 all longer for go. Now no. How many get for go?
Well, it depends. They apply for 20 visas for the first one. So, well, sometimes it can be difficult but for get visas, especially for go Europe. So, with the hope, if we apply for 20, with the hope how many visas will come in all. Hopefully, by the grace of God, we will forget all, everybody will go.
Because let's say then 30 qualify, but now they apply for 20.
Well, not 20 with the kids for travel with.
So in actual sense, una dey expect 20 for qualify.
No, we dey take 50 for the audition because now the forms that we don't go out, we don't dish over 250 forms that we show. We get more people that we have for come to man. And inside that then 50 we need, you know, the best 50. The other one they don't mean say we'll go the other people then go in our database in case.
But then can go at anything way then kind opportunity they can then self can go.
No, the 50 inside the 50 we go for peak. For this first trip they go now 20. The best 20 because we go for they do rehearsals. Because normally like how me train, you know, like we can travel, they can put the costume then so. Then say una fit for una head. The best then count different people in all the parts of the group for can judge. Maybe you can you know, sit down. It's okay now we need 5 people maybe now 2 and 10. So the best 5 way prover, now then they go. Now make way they parenting, you get for focus, you get for give time, you get for train well, you know, anything one for you get for put seriousness. You know, so my own at this one I can to my no can need pay attention and all. So the best way prover now then go.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you very much. A name na Mamadu Jallo, and the founder and executive director for Suitcase for Salon. Well, thank you for your time. We take with we and we will get them for call you again in we subsequent editions. Well, Fambu, now that's all we get them for inside this edition of We Morning Tea. We come to you today, now the last day for the week, Friday today. And we want for bring come to you waiting be happen December 4 inside history. Now been today December 4, 2001, 37,000 former combatants them be hand over them weapon them na Salon where the disarmament process be start. And same way so na been today December 4, 1999, oil marketing company them be increase them price. The price of petrol products na the country. That's how always we get them for inside this edition. As I don't tell you, we come to you on ITV channel 72 and the Redeemer Radio Network 92.5 FM and on with Facebook and with other frequencies them all over the country and on YouTube. But thank we join we for Take Tea. If you miss part of this program, you watch a repeat broadcast. We with Facebook and you can watch them again on the Facebook and we YouTube page. You can even download and there. But do you have left comments there because with the send them there for let you left comments, like analyze, like comments, suggest ways them more for do the program and what you expect of free. Left comments there or questions better still and the one that way you know come to the studio make you answer you because then self they follow we now we pages. Before I end the program, make a member uno waiting I will send stock today we come out from the producer for this week, Patrick Vandy. And the producer say so I give you send stock. He say plantain and banana price not go ever be one na market because they're not all the same, but all with them fiber. True. Plenty thank you to the camera crew. You get Emmanuel Camara and all the technical crew. The one where they add them George Campbell. And the one where they make you see on Facebook and YouTube, of course, a wonderful man, Joseph John Toure, the man na J5, the Jaden na 5, it's to line the Jaden. Plenty thank you to Jesse Edugo, where of course this man na constant man, yes. And all the one that will join on, of course, we make this program reach you, and the one who produce the program. Patrick Vandy, where they give you sense talk them. This man he gets somebody where they feed and with them sense talk there. Plenty thank you to me. Guest where they in the studio, we come, we Tambawi, the program today, we make the program fine and you will send text, you will watch the program, you will listen. Plenty thank you for your time. Me we Tambawi on the program, my name na KONIMA-STEVENS, they say, Tete Monday by God power. Shalom.